We're going to go back to Nick Stevens because we have moved on to the Elite Eight of the Bracket of Life. There are matchups here that I had a ton of difficulty with. A lot of people around the office had no idea how to go A against B once it got to the Elite Eight. Let's go back to Nick Stevens now for the Bracket of Life.
Nope. Still can't find Wofford. Oh well. They'll find themselves, I guess. Hey guys, welcome back to the Bracket of Life. Thank you for participating in our social media outreach. Of course, you can tweet us up at SB Nation and tell us who you think has the best chance in this, the Elite Eight of the Bracket of Life. Now we're going to head to our first matchup right here. Sex versus Mex. Now, somebody who has the Twitter handle at Bulgy Like a Moose, I know, I too am shocked it was available when he went to register it, said that Mexican food pulls its starters at halftime. This one isn't even close. Sex versus Mex. Let's look at it this way, okay? One of these things is completely essential to the continuation of the human race. The other is sex. Now, sex is pretty impressive, as we've talked about it before. It's what we all want to attain. It is so almighty and powerful. It is the feeling of pleasurable God-likeness. And the thing is, if you really boil it down, guys, when you have sex, oftentimes you want to have mex. But it's not too often that I have mex and then want to have sex. So in this matchup of the proverbial Duke of Life, which is sex, versus, we'll call them the Gonzaga of the life bracket, if you will, Mexican food. It's a tough one. It probably goes about 37 of the 40 available minutes. But in the end, sex pulls away from Mex. So sex as a 1 seed works its way out of the top bracket. Now, the matchup that you guys have all been waiting for. Bill Murray versus Puppies. Our friend at SB Nation, Rebecca James, says her money is on Puppies. You know, Rebecca, so was Michael Vick's once. It can be a little dangerous. I'm just saying, Rebecca. I'm just saying. Now, here's what you have to think, okay? In this certain situation, you have to think WWBMD. What would Bill Murray do, okay? Just when you think he's going to go left, he's going to go right. When you're looking for some zig, he's going to add a little dash of zag, all right? Bill Murray would want you to take the Puppies, okay? Don't hassle him. He's local. He'll still be there. He'll show up at a Cubs game. He may sing karaoke with you one day. He may take you out for sushi and then never say a word to you again. But he knows that we need Puppies, people, all right? They're just too important in this world going to Hades in a handbasket. If we're going to Hades in a handbasket, that handbasket best have some puppies in it, okay? Thanks, Bill. Appreciate you playing. Gunga, Gunga La Gunga. Now, moving over to the other side. Pizza versus sleeping in. Come on. The kind of people that sleep in, of course they want pizza, but the kind of people that eat pizza don't necessarily always want to sleep in. I know one may beget the other, but does the other necessarily beget the one? Think about that. That was a little Bill Murray. That's a carryover effect. We'll discuss that later on. This one's really not even close, people. It's not even really worth discussing. Come on, it's pizza. Pizza, like we said before, is the sex of food. So we'll go with the international favorite, and moving down below, somebody get Zack Snyder on the phone. Hold off. I don't think the world can handle Batman versus Superman. We've got a superhero for matchup right here, folks. Summer versus cold beer. Talk about going hand in hand through the bracket of life. Can you imagine a summer without cold beer? Can you imagine enjoying a cold beer without summer on the horizon or right there underneath you in your short pants and your man flops? Come on. I hate to have to make this kind of choice. Summer's coming, and after this New York winter, we really need it. But I don't know if I can face another day without a cold beer. That's my first of the 12 steps that I'm going to need to take to make it to the final 4. Folks, it's sex, it's puppies, it's pizza, it's cold beer. I think I'm just going to keep retweeting that all night long. Sex, puppies, pizza, and cold beer as we make our way to the final 4. Dan and Nick, as they say in the proper sports broadcasting world, back to you.
Wow. That's a final. We should be so lucky with the actual tournament.
It's getting hot.
It's getting real hot to have a final 4 that potent.